So I'm just going to come and sit down, turn the camera around the other way. So there's a couple of moments really from the movement. I'm holding a little Mary trinket. I set up a little altar today. I felt as I was leaving the house I wanted to bring something. So I brought just a little candle and some sand that has been used in a performance. I think when I was pregnant, I think it was rehearsals for a birth story, and some water. So I'm here and I'm in front of the main road now. So as the cars go by, there's a kind of pulling of my attention. I think there were a few moments in that movement that I felt. Significant is the wrong word, but sort of they kind of there's something there. There's some pull towards them, and one was right at the beginning. I was aware of a movement that was happening with my right hand first of all, and then it came into my body, and a kind of figure of 8 infinity symbol. And it's a movement that I know from rowing a boat. And I haven't done a lot of research about St. James, but this week I have read a little bit and read that he's considered a saint of fishermen. And for me, in my own lineage, that's significant because my brother's a fisherman, my dad was a fisherman, my grandfather was a fisherman. So I come from a line of fisher people. And a few summers ago, I wanted to learn how to scull a boat. It's a type of rowing where you stand up at the back of a punt and you row like this. It's a figure of 8 you make. So it's just a single oar. So when that movement came up, I'm with both the infinity and the weave of backwards and forth, everything is contained, and also then this memory of rowing. And what I feel now is like the capacity to move actually from just that very small action. A boat is propelled forward. So when the wooden oar goes through the water, through the sea, that then creates forward motion. And I guess that fishing theme really was present in the imagery really that I saw during the movement. There was a moment sort of maybe 2/3 of the way through where I was kneeling forward and my hair was over my face, and there's kind of immersion within that because my hair is covering the light and also it's kind of dulling out the sound, the environment around, and so I tend to go more into a kind of inner seeing, I guess. I had a very strong image of a man with dark curly hair who in that moment I take to be St. James. And he's standing in front of me and he's looking at me. And behind him I see a boat with a white sail, like a cotton sail. And then in my movement, my coat started moving and I just went with the sound of that movement and it just went over and back, and then my head started shaking and my hair was moving, And I could hear the sound of my hair, and I could hear it against the leaves, and then my head was shaking even faster, and actually the sound that was being created in my ears then was very wind-like. And as I'm remembering that now, I feel very real softness in my heart and my chest, like really soft tissue, aware of the breath just coming in very gently, aware of my voice. It feels very light and soft. And then the last moment that I'll speak to is towards the end, where I'm bent forward and my hands are in the earth, and it's cold, and it's very moist. It's been raining here, squidgy. And my body leans forward into my hands, which are pressing into the earth, and it just very slowly has that rocking motion. Rocking, and the kind of waves, the repetition of that rocking. And I'm particularly aware of the contact between my hands and the earth, and the softness there, the yield. And I just feel, and how it's coming, it's just like the relief to know this place of yield, to be able to yield to the earth, to be able to yield to my body, to be able to yield to my experience of whatever that is without it needing to mean anything. And as I speak, I'm really aware of my backspace, and my eyes are going very wide now onto the skyline. So it brings me, with this yielding, a kind of, I can really open, an expansion that comes. Like that my environment can give me everything I need. So going from that inner space that I was with the image and the sound, to then being able to open my heart, open my voice, open my eyes, and to receive.